Welcome to the Four Bros Show.
This show is not for children.
And it's also not for most adults.
We implore anybody watching to stop now. Don't watch this one.
Because today we're talking about the weirdest sex injuries.
Now something for the kids.
Today we're diving into some of the strangest and most unbelievable sex injuries of all time.
Please be what?
So if you're eating, don't, because we're jumping right in with... A woman was using a small necklace-style vibrator during sex. Afterward, she realized it had gone missing. Where did it go? Let's play the Where Is It game. Jake, where is it?
It's either up or ass.
David?
In another dimension.
Martin, where is it?
It's upper pussy, obviously. Look.
Yeah, it's probably in her vagina.
It seems logical, doesn't it?
That's where it would be, yeah.
She could still hear it vibrating somewhere inside her. She went to the ER, where doctors found the vibrator had entered her urethra and travelled up into her bladder.
Terrible.
Jesus.
Into her bladder? Like,
Jesus.
you would think it would have to be tiny, but wait till you see later on what else was found in a bladder. Stick around. It had to be surgically removed using a camera inserted through the bladder. The vibrator had been active for over 30 minutes inside her. Just... no!
Jesus.
Go ahead.
That's it. That's the end of the story. There's so many of these. They're just wee short snippet ones now. A man in his 30s was having anal sex with his partner when suddenly he heard a snap.
Crackle and pop.
Dick snap. Guy's dick snapped in his ass.
Please don't say it's a dick snap. Look.
No, but hang on. Do you ever hear someone's tendon snap when you watch UFC or something?
Oh.
It's not
Bob.
like, it sounds like a baseball bat, like hitting all like...
Oh, imagine that, but in your
Your
dick.
dick.
He had fractured his penis.
Yeah, I thought that.
Both internal chambers were ruptured and his urethra was completely torn. Emergency surgery was required and he recovered after several months with no lasting damage.
Good, man.
So was the muscle just tore?
I didn't know your dick had a chamber. The chamber of secrets. Chamber of secretion.
There's a snake in that chamber.
A man in his 60s participated in an intense BDSM session and afterwards began experiencing lower back pain and dark urine.
BDSM session. What's BDSM again?
Bondage, domination, sadism and masochism or something.
Yes.
Right, so it's all that kinky shit.
Yes.
Dark urine, that sounds like a Lord of the Rings character or something. Dark urine.
Dark urine. You have my bladder.
Tests showed that the session had caused a rare cause of blunt force trauma to his kidneys. How the do you traumatize your kidneys?
Big ass dick in your ass.
Big dick, yeah. A man attempted to make a custom dildo at home. The material he used hardened inside him. This is
Use my dick then.
He what?
Do you use my dick?
The man had given himself a cement enema, which hardened and became lodged internally.
Okay, but hang on. So he tried to mold the inside of his asshole then?
Yep.
But why?
So right, I get molding a dick and wanting a dick in your ass. I can get that concept, right? But flooding your anal passage with cement and it taking the shape of that inside, it's going to look like a piece of shit. Why do you want that up your ass?
Well, obviously severely stupid, because if you've ever been in contact with cement, it burns your skin.
I'm just going to go out on a limb here.
He's not a sane person.
He's not a labourer, let's just say.
He's put himself into labour.
It's a labour of love.
Exactly. That's what
Cemented
it
him in history.
I wonder how they extracted it as well. Like they needed like a pickaxe to like...
A pickaxe?
How do you extract cement from a man's bowels? Weetabix? They probably hired a crew of men to just come in and just do like a renovation on his arsehole. Walk inside his ass like in the dark, we hats and all. Just start chipping away. Hi ho, it's up the hole we go.
No.
Next. A 51-year-old man in Japan nearly died after masturbating triggered a rare type of stroke. Is this the first time a stroke has caused a stroke?
Wow.
Wow.
Am I famous now?
So what's the rare stroke?
Something like that.
Yeah, different kind of...
After climaxing, he experienced a headache and vomiting. Doctors found he had a subarachnoid hemorrhage. Bleeding around the brain likely caused by a spike in blood pressure. I think I'm one wank away from this guy.
Yeah, but that guy was really going on it. Like,
So do I.
He could have been going slow.
Enjoying
the
himself.
classical music.
The man was beaten Hoven. What the... Sorry. A 21-year-old man inserted a USB cable into his urethra during a sexual act known as sounding.
of course he did.
Martin, you know what sounding is, don't you?
No.
You down with the kids? Nope.
I know what sounding is, yeah.
What is it?
Where people derive sexual pleasure from this.
He's right. Sounding involves inserting a glass or metal object or fluid into their urethra. The The aim is to enhance sexual pleasure. The one time I had something put up my pee hole was when I had gonorrhea. The nurse got this little needle thing with like a wee, almost like those swabs that you used in COVID. Remember them? Imagine one of them up your pee hole.
Listen, it happened to me. It happened to me.
Listen.
It was a horrific experience and very, very embarrassing.
Horrific.
Horrific.
Yeah, that's if you do that. Don't be putting things in your pee hole.
Don't be doing that.
Doctors discovered the cable had reached his bladder.
How are things getting to your bladder?
I wonder what would happen if you plugged it in on the other side.
That's one way of getting into the Matrix. Imagine Neo woke up and it was in his dick.
God help us all.
A 38-year-old Scottish woman presented to the hospital with symptoms of incontinence and weight loss. Upon examination, doctors discovered a 5-inch sex toy that had been lodged in her vagina for 10 years.
Is it lodged in... Where is it lodged?
In her vagina.
She must have some fucking space up there. Like, holy shit.
Imagine this part in
getting
Toy
lost.
Story. I've been lost up here for years. It's Dildy. What are you doing up here, Dildy? Woody.
Jesus fucking Christ. 5-inch dildo gone.
And 5 inches, that's really big.
Well, it's big enough to not
big
get
enough
lost.
to be like, yeah, like how the fuck?
Don't
Getting
you
that lost.
widen your fingers more than that, sir? You widen them fingers. You can't even make 5 inches with your fingers, mate. That's the girth of my cock, never mind the length.
Anyway, my point being, how would you not notice it? How do you be like, I'll just myself with a toy and then, oh, where'd it go?
Maybe it was like an orgy or something and there's dildos flying everywhere.
Dildos flying everywhere.
A woman from Tunisia experienced recurrent urinary tract infections and reported medical imaging revealed a glass tumbler,
Alright.
a whiskey tumbler lodged in her bladder,
What?
which had been there for approximately 4 years.
How do you get a fucking whiskey glass up your pee hole?
And how's it not like crack or smash or
I'm
how
gonna
big of
try
a
that.
whiskey tumbler are we talking here?
Any the smallest whiskey tumbler you've ever seen?
A shot glass. How about that?
Here,
Try
Martin,
that.
put this up your pee hole.
Yeah, just even a shot glass.
That's not what you
just
put over
just
people, like.
even a shot glass.
Those people that are dicking their pee holes, right?
Aye.
Do they just piss like this? Wait,
I don't think there's even a... It's probably just like...
Bang, hits the floor. So that was the weirdest sex injuries, and they were very weird. Martin,
Very weird.
David,
Not as weird as mine.
I have seen weirder.
Please like and subscribe.
Comment below your weirdest sex story.
patreon.com/4bros.
Well, thank you for watching.
You gotta just go for it. Don't think about what comes after or what came before. And you might think, what if I fall? What if you don't? What if you fly?